Dun, 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 dun. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode either 8 or 10 of the Hate Napkin. We'll explain that in a minute. First of all, we want to thank our sponsors, Regal Prints. Call them. Go to www.regalprints.com for all your advertising needs in the Midlands. Your co-host, Arik Bjorn. I'm joined by super special guest star Carla from Burt Korn, Alabama.
Good evening, gentlemen.
And Pauly from Bali, the sound engineer. Episode 8 or 10 is because of the first thing I hate. I was going to go with anal leakage, but we've already had a poop episode. So instead, I'm going to go with dry heaving. Dry heaving is definitely something I hate and have been experiencing for the past week. And that's because last week's 8 or 9 was brought to you by many spirits. The sweet waters of Tennessee bourbon. Maybe too many. We're still not sure if those episodes are editable or not. If so, that will be episodes 8 or 9, and this will be 10. If not, this is 8. But I've given up the booze. I've gone to the cola, but it took about a week of dry heaving, the tremors and all that. I think this is where I'm supposed to say, my name is Arik, and I'm your co-host. All right, so that's what I hate. I hate dry heaving. Anybody got some thoughts on that?
I'm a teetotaler. I can't help you.
I don't buy that for a second.
Hey, it's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Pauly from Bali, come on.
I hate
dry heaves.
public confessionals. I hate public confessionals from guilty Catholics.
Okay, well, I should have gone with anal leakage. I think we would have had much more to say. But anyways, I am your sober co-host today, and henceforth, I shall hope. Okay, so that's that. Now we have a special letter from a listener. And if you want to tell us something that you hate, go ahead and email us at info@thehatenapkin.com. That's info@thehatenapkin.com. And Carla from Burt Korn, who's the editor of the Dairy Queen Post. No, Blizzard. The editor-in-chief of the Dairy Queen Blizzard in Burt Korn, right?
Not even close, but thank you very much. I'm the manager of the Dairy Queen and the editor of the Burt Korn Register and Tribune.
I will get this right one of these days.
No, you won't, but I'm okay with that.
So she's in charge of the email box, as well as the blizzards and parfaits. So take it away, Carla, with
Sprinkles.
Today's letter. And sprinkles.
Dear Carla and the Hate Napkin crew, Brenda here from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Wanted to tell you I love the show because I finally found people who speak my language. Carla, you smoke and don't take any shit about it. I like that. Me too. The beardy guy swears. I like that. The quiet guy doesn't say much, but when he does, he's funny. I like that you make hate funny, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about what we hate. I have a feeling I'll be writing regularly because, honey, I have a list. Let me limit this first letter to just one, though. Camouflage clothing. I hate camouflage clothing. Look, I get it when actual hunters wear it in the woods or go kill animals who, in my humble opinion, participate in an unfair fight. When we arm the deer, then everyone's on a level playing field, but I digress. What's with women who don't hunt, don't own a firearm, and feel like they can't go to Walmart unless they're dressed head to toe in their camo gear? Bitch, I can still see you. And when you show up in that pink camo shit, I want to hurl. Then there's the men who drive around in their camo baseball caps. I live in a sea of camouflage clothing, and I can clearly see this morons. What are they hiding from? Clothing choices? Taste? The most minor sense of style? I know actual people who have drawers full of camouflage clothing. Doesn't it hide the gravy stains and the chaw spit? Why bother to put on a clean one? Who'll notice? I mean, would a polo shirt and a clean pair of jeans kill you? Okay, end of rant. Thanks for listening, and please keep doing what you're doing. Sincerely, Brenda from Kalamazoo, who is officially my spirit animal.
Wow, Brenda from Kalamazoo.
She knocked it out of the park.
Brenda
dude.
should be hosting the show.
Yeah, she should probably just take it over. We should just
Camo,
we should just be reading letters from Brenda.
I can
from now on.
still see you, bitch. Oh,
That was great.
that tickled me.
Well, here's my first thought: is that pink camo does have a purpose, and that's so nobody can see them in a T-Mobile.
Trust
and,
me.
by the way, I mean,
Yeah.
I think Brenda will agree with me. A T-Mobile, who would ever make the inside of their store bright pink lights? I mean, I drive by it and I think it's like retail vagina, but I think that's about the only place where the pink camo might come in handy. Do you remember when camo changed from green to brown?
Oh yes.
Like forever, it was jungle camouflage, and then all of a sudden, everybody was wearing desert camouflage. So I guess it's a way of celebrating. It's a way of celebrating where the U.S. empire marches and destroys trees, people's babies, etc.
Indeed.
That was a truly classic letter.
Yeah, you're only allowed to wear camo if you've served overseas. That would be the only appropriate time.
I think so. And you
It's
know what?
It's an insult to the people that serve to go around
I
running
bet you
around in their uniform.
99.9% of I bet you 99.9% of retired military personnel would never wear camouflage in public.
No, they're wearing pink polos, and that needs to stop too.
So far today, folks, we're not cool with dry heaving, pink polos, or camouflage. There's lots of things to hate. Carla, you want to take it away with something on your own plate or on your own napkin?
Absolutely. And I have an actual napkin this week. It's been quite the week for me.
Oh, wow.
People
needs to be
who
the
don't
Brenda
know
and Carla
how to
show.
park. People who do not know how to park. I have had to stop in 3 parking lots in the last 2 days, and it seems like either they're driving land yachts with oversized tires and that take up 2 spaces, or they're micro cars that they parked right in between 2 spaces. And bitch, take the bus. If you can't park, take the bus.
I think Pauly from Bali he's probably thinking the same joke I am. And the thing is, the guy
What's that?
parking the guy parking in the land yacht is wearing camouflage.
You know he is.
You know he is.
This
You
is
know
Burt
this-
Korn, baby.
The vast majority of people can't park. There's like a Venn diagram here, right? People who can't park and those who wear camouflage.
And they almost overlay exactly.
Again, we're brought to you by regalprints.com. Just getting another plug in there. Regal Prints at regalprints.com. And you can also find the hate napkin on www. Oh, we hate those W's. Never mind. Just go to thehatenapkin.com. I hate the fact that there's no, if you can't see it, I'm wearing a Japanese long robe called a yukata. I hate the fact that there's no Caucasian long men's dress wear, or just long dress is what they call it.
They have them. They're called monks.
Cassocks. Yeah, okay. I'm not wearing a camel hair cassock. Again, from previous episodes, everybody knows that I hate pants. I want to wear something flowing from top to bottom, like a caftan or a shalwar kameez, or like this yukata. But if I wear this out in public, I get accused of cultural appropriation. So I can't wear any of the things that I really want to wear.
Why not just wear like a priest saying mass outfit? People will
Again,
give you
cassock.
discounts. You'll get free coffee.
It's almost as if I was wearing camouflage. Like if a camouflage or in a cassock, I'll get free dry cleaning or discounted dry cleaning.
And listen, if anybody could pass for a padre, it's you.
Oh, for sure.
No, not that I'm sober. I don't think so.
No, I think so. All you just got to do is this and keep moving.
That should be, priests should be driving they should be in the middle of the traffic circle that you hate. Just driving, directing them with the cross. I kinda
Or in a
like that.
parking lot.
That's what the traffic circle is the cross.
So you're gonna help. He's gonna help you parallel park, but the cross kind of slants and then goes back. Again, that joke's gonna be much funnier when we're on YouTube. But anyways, that's something I hate is that I don't feel like. So what I propose is like a 5-inch wife beater T-shirt, a 5 foot. I want a really, really long wife beater that goes down like all the way to my shins, and like a thick wife beater. But that would be like sort of the American tunic that would be acceptable for people like me to wear.
Well, why don't they have adult onesies? Like those are really comfortable. They're fun. And
You like to be tightened up. I want to be loose.
okay, but if in the winter, like, wouldn't it be nice to go to the store in a onesie? I mean, it would be nice. That's all.
No, I think that's when I would wear the camel hair cassock.
Well, maybe you
That's
can
when I would
just
find.
you can just get like a Teletubby Halloween costume and go around in that, like, or a sorry, like a Barney outfit or something.
Yeah, because that's not creepy.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
I mean, well, no, we
no
we know,
creepier than
we
the
know
cassock.
that person's naked underneath. We know that person has no pants. I think you should at
Well,
least.
that's why I didn't stand up in
honest.
my yukata. That's why I haven't stood in my yukata. It goes all the way down, but if I stand, you'll see why I like the free flowing robe.
Well,
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen.
we don't want to see your yukata. Keep your yukata in right
Tucked.
where it is.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, today we hated dry heaving, anal leakage. Carla, what did you hate again? You hated parking.
Yep.
We hated the fact that there's no Caucasian tunic.
I have one.
And Brenda.
I have one.
Yeah.
Because I had to do one yesterday, and I think it's like a universal one. Webinars, and let me explain.
Oh.
Not that it needs explaining.
I'm in.
But for the past,
Hallelujah.
the Google Docs app stuff that's been around for a decade. I was trying to get
Preach it, brother.
co-teachers to use that for 10 years, right? Now they're all just discovering it for the first time, and they want to do a tutorial and tutor me on something that I've been using for 10 years, and they don't even know how to use. And then I got to go to the webinar because the school thinks it's a good idea to have a Google Forms webinar. Jeez.
Yeah, actually, you stole my #1 all time that I was going to come. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. I don't even like the sound of the word. It sounds like something that would like slip out of your ears in the night, like a webinar.
As soon as I get an invitation for one of those, I just delete it. I don't even.
Oh, I usually put a hit. I usually put a hit on the person.
That's harsh, but okay.
And like, I'm sorry, not everybody's an expert anymore, right? So I have a
Right.
nephew who went to some top acting school, right? He's been classically educated in something.
Right.
Maybe I would want to see a YouTube clip of something of someone that was been trained in something for years and years, but the person that's like just discovering it for the first time doing a YouTube, oh Jesus, please,
Yeah,
no
no.
webinars.
It's
And
painful.
I think we need to do a webinar on our hatred of webinars.
Yeah, like ask yourself these questions if you think you can do a tutorial. Have you been using it for 20 years? Did you get educated in whatever it is? I'm done with this, everyone being an expert.
Yeah,
Go
I agree.
Go take
And I think we need to bring
take pictures of your food with your phone and leave me alone.
the hatred of the webinar needs to come back again. It needs to be revisited. We need to
Yeah.
we probably need to do an entire hate napkin episode on the hatred of the webinar.
Yeah, I didn't really think it out because I just had it yesterday, and the person was actually quite lovely and nice. So again, we're not hating the person that gave the webinar. We're hating the webinar as a concept itself.
I go a step further. I hate the person against the webinar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, the Hate Napkin is brought to you by regalprints.com. We want to hear what you hate at info@thehatenapkin.com. Again, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm your co-host, Arik Bjorn. We're joined by super guest star Carla from Burt Korn, Alabama, and Pauly from Bali. And Garrett is out there somewhere in the world. We'll see him someday.